so long I thought I'm tired from so many things in my life, but eventually I understood it's not the feeling tired because we misunderstand most of it. Real tired is when you're like running 2 hours and then your body feel natural tired and you need rest. But most of the tiredness, what we experience in life, coming from mind, not from the body. And in that case, we start reacting by this tired in a way how we react if our body tired. We play the games, we start refocusing, doing something like unhealthy, watching movies, series, like swiping the phone, feed, all kind of this, in a way of get rest. So, what is your natural mechanism? If you are tired, you need rest, right? And you think if you was working whole day in your job, now naturally you will play the game and you will be rested. But let's look deeper. You've been working so hard whole day and you think the game is that easy process for you. If you go inside and you realize to play the game, actually your mind and brain will work sometimes way harder, way more intense than you are doing a job. I know that because, for example, my previous occupation being seafarer, I was navigating the vessel, right? 4 hours in a row and I feel so tired. So I think I need to play the game. But the activity on my work, actual work, wasn't that hard. You know what create tiredness? And we're coming to the burnout, that doing that kind of work I hate. And those hatred in me create tension. So I so hardly didn't want to do what I was doing that mentally I've been exhaust myself by doing that. And then we're approaching to the burnout. That's what I found. Hey, I don't actually really tired. It seems to be like that. It felt like I do. And eventually so easily my brain finds something else, like scrolling the feed, like feeling depressed and going down and down and down, feel so exhausted. But that's not the truth. And it can be solved. Because if we understood it is a burnout, because the action what you applied when you do in your life, you hate them so much, even not so obviously, but you don't. Let's say you hate your job, but you are keep doing that because you need money, you need to pay the bills, but you're conscious rolling the stuff somewhere deep that, oh my God, again. And this mental burnout, not physically you don't want to go work, it's not the same. And if you figure it out, and hold on, eventually I will come to the solution. And just like a little jump to the future, solution was so strong and so powerful for me, so I no more feel tired and exhausted and burnout. I right now doing 5 video a day, feeling amazing, and before I wasn't even able to do 1 a day. So, where you keep doing stuff you hate to do, your mental, like you can call it whatever, conscious, your inner child, anything, but inside you are in a huge resistance, huge, like it's like the nature need balance and you are going out of balance, like pulling yourself toward the thing you don't want to do. But the balance will always try to bring back, and the back is not always good. You are trying to pull back as hard as possible wherever you could. Like if you have to do job you hate, then you go back home and drink and play video games, do unhealthy stuff, trying to release at least something. So your body, your mind, your inner child try to use any tools to keep saying, right now I will do what I want. I was hating that stuff 8 hours. And here's the thing, I'll play the rest of my day, or I'll smoke, or I'll drink, or whatever activity. And most of the time, those activities are harmful for the body, and eventually we go do that just to make a balance. Why is so hard to quit smoking? I've been there 6 years. I know what is that. It's just because those act of smoking is right now your pure rebellion to the stuff you hate. So like, at least I will do what I want in this case. So in the body level, body rebel towards your mind pushing the body do hate stuff, and in this case the body say, you know what, I'll eat a cake because I can. Now we figured out mostly it's not tired. For another example, you will work hard whole day, hate it fully, like even don't hate, but you will feel tired, like you really do. You're driving home, you're going and you feel I'm exhausted so deeply, but if I'll call you right there and I'll tell you, hey, let's do some, any cool activity, let's walk somewhere. I know, like for me, if any time of the day you will tell me let's go to swim, no matter how exhausted, I will go to swim. So now we see you can find any activities, like physical activities, what you will ready to do anytime. So we realize that it's not the activities itself. You don't care what gonna be. If you're exhausted, you will just switch in a moment and be ready to do another stuff. So it seems to the mind controlling the amount of energy give you for certain task, for certain activities. And if you done long enough the activities what you don't want to do, now just by shifting you will have energy to do another stuff. That's why people do hobbies, and sometimes the hobby looks like even harder if you go deep, harder than what you perform in daily base, but still you're willing to fully energized do the stuff. It is just burnout. What we can do to avoid, it's not mean avoiding is also resistant. How we can go deep to the burnout, realizing where are you, what to do from that. Idea is you need to honestly, first of all, accept the fact where you are. Like reality and present is the best key. It's the best approach to solving and making your life way more easier. The peace, even we are not chasing for the happiness, we are chasing for the peace with yourself. Just have like peace in your daily basic routine Tuesday, because that's for me the biggest goal. I don't chasing for some wonderful lifetime when I'll be rich, free, and influencer, and all this kind of thing. That's I'm chasing for that. What I want to do, I want to wake up every day, do stuff what I feel not tired to do, and have fun with that. So let's go from the point zero, wherever you are right now. Could be stuff in your life what you don't want to do. Accept it. Right now you are there. First of all, you choose that. You can always quit. You always have a choice. Don't tell me I don't have a choice. I have bills. Choices are always there. If it's so hard, if the environment is so bad for you, simply accept it as it is, as you choose that. That's a point zero. Because in this case, you can slow down the rebellion of your body, those tension inside you hating the stuff you are doing. It will be still hard to perform, but at least that's a point right now of my life. I bring myself in this point for the purpose of realization that it is a point where I turn. I consciously take a responsibility of myself, saying thank you for all those things what I hate to do. Thank you, this thing being my life. I accept it, and that is my tool to myself eventually to realize that's what I don't want to do, and that's my trampoline. You know what? Changing. You're accepting the stuff, what you hate, what you don't want, as the tools, what you send to yourself to get out of that. Without those things, what you hate to do, what you don't like to do, how would you eventually understand what you want? Sometimes the bad stuff happen, the hard challenges happen, not for your suffering, but for you finally one day understand, you know what? I am done with that. I want to change something. And if you really can deeply accept this mindset, what I'm trying to implement in you, you will see every challenge, every bad day, every event, every nasty person in your life there for you to see something. You are burned out and tired and exhausted from certain things. How you think, why? Do you reach the limit? There are a couple ways. You can play the superhero game when the limit will push you so hard. So eventually you gave up on rock bottom, because that's why rock bottom exists. So when you reach it, you have no more where to fall. You are there. You can play this game. I've been there. That's also a journey. You can try that. Go there. Be exhausted till the end, and you will see. But there are other way. That's why you're clicking in the video like that. You feel should be other way for me to accept, or for me to change my life. And it is a way. And I'm giving it to you. It's harder because now you need to take responsibility on you. You no more blaming events. You no more blaming people. You no more blaming nothing actually. You take full responsibility on your hand by accepting everything happening. Because you're accepting it in a way by you choose that to happen. From the different levels, let's say from the level of your character, like you are John Smith. You don't like your job. But for next level, let's say, imagine you are playing the game where John Smith is the main character. You understand that he need to reach the certain levels to see and have experience to grow. So you like those levels. Any game you played, right? The first levels are tough. Like, you don't know what to do. The game is so hard in the beginning, but without them, imagine you jump in any game in a level of 75. You'll quit in a second because that's not you don't have idea how to do that. You need to start from some complicated situation, some events. When you solve them, you go next. So every event, yes, some event of your life, you might be not agree, like, I didn't ask for that, that's too hard. That's all chosen by you. When you accept this fact that everything in my life coming, approaching, and happen because I want it, your life will be way different. Believe me. Because any other thing next day show up, you will look way different on that. You will approach that way different. And believe me or not, the moment you let go, the moment you accept, even the job I have, I don't like, but okay, that's my point. That's where I am right now. Believe me or not, your life will start changing. Events, people, you will see. Your world will start adapting as you grow. But if you will keep fighting with that, I'm so tired, I hate the job, but I have to go, then I go. If you will keep rolling and rolling and rolling this narrative, you will have nothing but this narrative. Because what I'm offering you, change the narrative in your head towards the thing you don't like. Because right now, the narrative, the story regarding the job is not leading nowhere. It's leading nowhere. You don't change that by complaining. By complaining, that's where you've been. That's why you're tired from that stuff. That's why you come and use other stuff to, save you from that. find other stuff what you can take you out and give you some rest. They don't. They make a fake feeling of release, but they don't release you. What you gotta do, have a stuff in your life. It could be anything. You can fighting with your partner, you can have a bad boss who hates you. Anything in your life, it's your teacher. That's why you're tired, because you try to escape. But by escaping, you don't solving nothing. That's a trick. But by changing the narrative, okay, I do have a relationship. Let's say we go there right now. And my girlfriend or my boyfriend drive me nuts. We're always fighting, we disagree, see different. And of course, you will be tired from that. You will feel exhausted mentally. But try to change the narrative. What do my partner trigger it? Why it's happened? Why we are fighting? What the point? What she or he is trying to say to me, what I don't see, and we're fighting. Change narrative. But what most of the people do, in the case of job, now in case of relationship, we are blaming the partner, just saying he's wrong, and that's it. He's do stuff I don't like. That's a problem. We're naming the wrong points. But by just saying, I can talk in any example, but you have a partner and you're fighting. By just complaining to the partner, by just naming, oh, she's doing this wrong, that's driving me nuts. So what? Where do you go from that? How? It's nothing. But go deeper. What she's trying to trigger, what is the thing in me blowing up? What is the thing in me drive nuts? See, you are the hero, you're the character. Look what those person triggering in you. When we shift the focus from the events, people, politics towards yourself inside, then when you grow, you can blame political situation in your country by you are not successful, but does it change something? Instead, you can say, okay, I don't like president right now. I don't like the government, but it doesn't matter and it don't affect my inner success. I will instead do stuff. But maybe one day you will see you have stuff to complain about just to stop and procrastinate and self-sabotage you from success. Unfortunately or fortunately, that's about the superhero mode. You can find things to complain just to complain. And really, you don't want to let them go. You need that stuff to complain about. You need the bad partner to trigger you, just you to have the point to complain. Because you shift your responsibility to everything except you. When we slowly gather them back to you, that's when the magic starts work. That's when you change the narrative inside you. You will feel like yourself like a superhero. Like, hey, that's all for me. That stuff doesn't affect me. That's inside. I'm unstoppable. Okay, the partner, she says something. It doesn't bother me. She even can say, I'm an idiot. I'm not. I know about myself that I don't. So it's a lot of ways to solve that. The job, okay, I hate it. Oh, I'll bring myself a timeline. I'll be there until I will build something. I have my free time. Everybody have free time. Well, not in slavery time. I have a Saturday and Sunday. I'll try to do some side hustle. I might search to another job same time when I do some. But just the bubble of job you hate allow you to give up. You see the point? Just to having this job as the sphere in your life what you could complain stop you from doing something else. You share all energy there to complain, but instead you can tell, okay, I'm gonna do this 8 hours a day. I have no choice right now. mind. But I'm choosing do something other time in a way, in a journey to change that environment. I can start searching other job. I can see on my hobbies. Maybe I'll start the channel. You always have something to do, but the point what you create, those complaint point of job, partner, like what I saw living in the United States, that because in the United States they have red and blue, so many people use that as an excuse to do something in their life, saying that, it's all because of Democrats, or it's all because of Republicans. Now they have something to complain about holding them. But truth is, I am the immigrant, doesn't care about, I even doesn't know what those things called, like Democrat, Republican. I became successful in United States within 2 years, no matter what political state in there. It's the thing in our life affect you until you allow them affect you. That's the thing. So tiredness, coming to the back, born just because you allow certain things take your energy from you. Instead, you can control that. Instead, by choosing by making decision from your side, okay, that's a job I have right now and I don't like it. That's a reality. I accept that. I'll work toward change that. I take the wheel in my head and I'm gonna change that anyhow, anyway. And I know you could. You just need to bring your energy back from those things. I will keep sharing on this channel everything I know about everything I research, because I've took 10 years of self-growth. It's been a big journey for my own transformation and my life completely transformed. Right now I love what I do. I have fun every day. I have a 10 years marriage. I done so many stuff to fix my life, so now I'm ready to share. What I cannot do in this channel is hearing you, because that's I'm talking to the camera to you, but to make a personal changes, I need to hear what narrative is in there, to catch the words you are using to describe your world, to describe your problems, and to manage that. So if you want some more personal work, find my contact and I can help you privately, because I actual life transformation coach and I can help you towards your person stuff. So thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comment how does it affect you, what ideas born in you by hearing that, and I'll be happy to any feedback. And even if you don't want to make any comments, I'm already happy that you watched this video. Thank you so much and have an amazing life. That's only why we come here, to have an amazing life.